What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd sit down and get ready and chat with you about why I'm planning to skip the Sephora VIB sale that's coming up. And also I'm not going to be doing a video on it either. So we're going to get into all that, but first I want to welcome anybody who's new to my channel and I hope you'll consider subscribing if you enjoy this video. So let's go ahead and just get started. And the first product I'm going to use is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I've been putting this on underneath my foundation almost every single day for the past couple months because I just love this stuff so much. It really gives like the most subtle glow. I actually like it better than the Charlotte Tilbury one. So this is shade number 1, Fair. Just put a little dot here, here, and here, and then just blend everything together. So I know that everybody is gonna start posting these Sephora VIB sale recommendations or their wish lists. I've seen a few up already. And I know that my job as a quote unquote influencer, which by the way, I hate that word, but my job is to recommend things to you, which is why a lot of people do those videos, which makes total sense. But every single year I have so many regrets when it comes to the Sephora VIB sale, especially the one in the fall. And there's a huge reason for that, which I will get to in a couple minutes, but I just always feel like on this channel, my primary job is not to recommend things to you, it's to be honest with you and be straightforward. And I always want to have your back. So if something is not a good deal, I'm gonna make sure I say it, even if I miss out on getting affiliate money or whatever the case may be. That might make me a really crappy business person, but oh well. For my foundation, I'm gonna be using the Thrive Cosmetics Buildable Blur CC cream. I've seen so many people talking about this lately because they have reformulated it. This is the new or the old one, but I believe the only difference between the old one and the new one is that they replaced the octinoxate, the chemical sunscreen that they used to have, with something that is reef safe. And the reviews that I've seen on the new one say that it performs just like the older one, but I still want to use this one up first. So this is in the shade Light, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply this with my fingers. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, it probably makes me a really crappy business person, but I honestly don't care. I'm not in this for that. I started this channel because I don't have a lot of people in my personal life that love makeup as much as I do, and I just felt like it was so fun to just sit and talk about makeup and actually have people who will listen to me and enjoy hearing me talk about it. So while I am recommending things to you guys, I'm not pushing things on you guys. And I think there's a really big distinction between the two, because I will never push anything on this channel. If I talk about something, it's because I truly love it. That's why I'm not sponsored anymore, because I just want to sit here and talk about what I want to talk about. And I don't want a company to be coming in and telling me what to say, or I have to push a certain amount of product. I don't want that pressure, because this is just supposed to be a fun thing for me. I never wanted it to be like a quote unquote business, even though it does make money and it is technically a business. It's not why I'm doing it, if that makes sense. Okay, so next I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes. I'm gonna be using the new E.T palette from Flower Beauty. This is a beautiful cool tone palette, but it doesn't have a lot of matte shades. It just has these two right here, this really pale gray and a pale like ivory shade. Everything else has varying degrees of shimmer, but it has some gorgeous duochromes that I wanted to use in today's video. I just think these colors are gorgeous and I'm curious to see how this palette performs. So anyway, I think I'm gonna start out with this gray shimmer shade right here, and I'm gonna put this in my crease. So the first reason I'm not shopping the sale is because every year it's an excuse to buy things that I do not need. Every year I'm kicking myself because I purchase things that I really wouldn't have paid full price for, but I bought them because they were on sale. And I think that's sort of the danger of sales like these, is that it makes you think, I can't pass this up. This only happens a couple of times a year. And if there isn't something on your wish list that's been on for a long time that you would already pay full price for, it doesn't make sense to buy something just because it's 20% off or 10 or 15, depending on your VIB level at Sephora. And I was always doing that. And then a lot of times the products just sit there in my collection and I really don't use them because there are things in my collection that I'm way more excited about, that I really, really wanted, but yet I spent the money on these things that I was just kind of like lukewarm about because they were on sale. Okay, so I have to say this gray shade, even though it's a shimmer shade, it's kind of like a satiny shimmer, so it works really well in my crease. There's no fallout, there's no like glitter falling or any kind of chunkiness going on, so I think that applied so smoothly. It functions really well as a crease color. So next I'm gonna apply this blue shade right here, and it's called Over the Moon. This is also a shimmer shade, but I'm gonna put this in my outer corner. So reason number 2 why I'm skipping the sale is probably the biggest reason, and this is why I normally skip this particular sale, the one in the fall, versus the one in the spring. And that is because the literal biggest sale day or days of the year are mere weeks away. And I'm talking about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I know like it's not even Halloween yet, so it feels like they're pretty far off, but we're really talking about a matter of weeks. And the sales on Black Friday and Cyber Monday are so much better than the Sephora sale, particularly if you're not a Rouge member. If you're just getting 10 or 15% off at Sephora, just wait for Black Friday. You might have to go to each individual brand's website and order things, so it might be like a lot of orders versus just shopping in one place. Like I know that the Sephora sale is really convenient because you can get everything you need like in that one place. But the savings on Black Friday from individual brand websites is honestly massive. They normally start at 25%. Some go as high as 40%. They normally always offer free shipping, so it really doesn't matter if you have to order from different sites. And I think one reason that Sephora does this and puts the sale now instead of on Black Friday when everybody else is doing it is because they're just looking for an early push, like an early rush of sales before the holidays, because they figure, okay, we're gonna get everybody to shop a month before Black Friday, and then on Black Friday, they're gonna be in the stores anyway and shopping for holiday gifts, and they're gonna buy everything at full price anyway. Because during the holiday season, everybody is just shopping anyway. They're buying whatever's on people's gift lists, and they're not really worrying about the price as much. So I think for Sephora, this is a great way to get people in early and get that sort of push and ramp up to Black Friday. So I think it's kind of sneaky in a way because I think they're just assuming that people aren't going to think about Black Friday and they're not going to want to hold off for a little while. I would say the only thing for me that's worth buying at the Sephora sale is if you want something from Sephora Collection, because Sephora Collection is going to be 30% off. I think that's a really good deal. Plus, you're not finding Sephora Collection anywhere but Sephora. So it makes sense, like if you like their Best Skin Ever foundation or their lipsticks. I mean, they have some really good products. I think that's the one thing that I would say is worth buying at the Sephora sale, or anything that is just exclusively to Sephora that you can't get anywhere else, then obviously it makes sense. By the way, I'm applying the Extra Terrestrial shade, which is this one right here. It's an absolutely gorgeous duochrome. I have some on my finger right there. It's just stunning. Another reason too is that I've seen Ulta ramping up their coupons. I've been getting a lot of coupons like $10 off or 10% off. I know that they normally do a 20% off coupon as well, and that's like no matter what level you're at. And at Ulta, I can get points. So again, I can't get every brand at Ulta that I can at Sephora. So if there's something exclusively at Sephora, it makes sense to go there or to the individual brand's website on Black Friday. But if there's something that you can get at Ulta, and I know a lot of brands that used to be exclusive to Sephora have moved to Ulta as well, I think that makes more sense because you get the points with Ulta as well. Sephora's reward system is not great, and for me it just makes a lot more sense to shop at Ulta if you end up getting a 20% off coupon or just waiting for Black Friday. Okay, so I'm loving how this look came out. I think despite the lack of matte shades, it came out really pretty. And those two satiny shimmers that I used weren't sparkly, so once they were blended out, they really kind of functioned like a matte shade anyway. Next, I'm gonna apply the Maybelline Sky High Mascara in Cosmic Black. But anyway, I feel like just due to the economy right now, retailers are really suffering. I just heard that Walmart and Target posted like major losses. They're not able to get rid of inventory, and most economists are expecting big sales this holiday season because people are not spending money right now and the retailers are getting very desperate. Like we just saw Amazon do a second Prime Day this month, which was crazy. Normally Prime Day is once a year in the summertime, and they just did another one. And I think they're kind of jumping on that same train. Like we're gonna start pushing sales ahead of the traditional holiday season, you know, when Black Friday kind of kicks that off. All the retailers are trying to get a jump on it right now. So I think we're gonna see a ton of sales and deals as we get closer to the end of the year. And I think they're likely to be much better than the 10 or 15% off that Sephora is offering. I get nonstop emails about sales even now. Tarte had one last week and it was 40% off site-wide, everything. That's like a Black Friday deal. And I think we are absolutely going to be seeing more of that. So if there's something that you have your eye on, honestly, I would just wait because the deals are going to be so much better and you're going to be kicking yourself for only getting 10 or 15% off when you could have gotten a much better deal if you just wait a couple of weeks. For my cheeks, I'm going to be wearing the Thrive Cosmetics Cosmo Power Multidimensional Strobing Blush, and this is in the shade Rosy. I don't think I've ever used this blush on my channel, but it's so pretty. It's a cool tone pink and it has some gold kind of weaved into it, so it adds a little hint of sheen. It's nothing overly glittery or sparkly, but it's just the prettiest blush, and I was looking for something kind of cool toned to go with the palette. So I don't know if you can see on camera, but yeah, it just adds a beautiful glow. And also, if you're wondering what blush brush this is, it's the Rephr number 5 brush. And I'll leave all the other brushes that I use down in the description box. So anyway, the whole point of me telling you guys why I'm not shopping the sale is because I'm not planning to make a video of it. And that's just because I don't feel like it's the best deal that's going to be out there. I would rather make a video shortly before Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend and share some of my favorite makeup with you guys and what the discounts are going to be for that sale versus this Sephora sale, because I just don't feel comfortable pushing a sale when I know like there's going to be better deals out there. So, okay, so let me just quickly put on my lips and then I'll be good to go. I'm going to be wearing the ColourPop Blotted Lip, and this is in the shade Otter. This is also a cool tone pink, and I do have lip balm on underneath just because these are a little tiny bit dry, but I love like the softness of this formula and just like the way it looks on your lips. It just looks kind of muted and diffused. It's really gorgeous. All right, guys, so here is the final look. I'm loving this E.T. palette. I think it is really good, actually. I'm more excited about it now that I've actually used it than I even was swatching it. And also, I mentioned in my Sunday video when I saw this how much I hate this packaging. And one of you guys mentioned to me that it actually is supposed to be like a CD case, or not a CD case, a DVD case. And that makes so much more sense because these are their movie-themed palettes. They have a Charlie's Angels one, and then they have this E.T. one. They're Drew Barrymore's movies since she's the founder of Flower Beauty. And I don't even know why I didn't see this or put it together because I grew up in the 90s with DVDs, so it makes total sense. Like on the back, it looks like how they would have the description of the movie and some scenes, and then, you know, the front looks like the cover. On the inside, it looks like this is where you'd put the DVD right here. So now that it actually makes sense, it's kind of cute. I have to admit, even though I said I hated the packaging and I feel like it's a waste of space, knowing that it's supposed to be a DVD case kind of makes all the difference. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you for clicking on this video and spending time with me. As always, I really appreciate it so much. And like I said, if you're new to my channel, if you haven't subscribed yet and you like unsponsored makeup content with a focus on shopping smart, saving money, I talk about drugstore makeup a lot and dupes, but I also talk about high-end as well. I kind of mix it up. So if you're interested, please hit that subscribe button. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's video down below. Are you planning on shopping the Sephora sale, or are you planning to wait for Black Friday? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you all so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.